Period of feeling like I wasn't writing a lot and wasn't having my work respected and basically getting pissed off, I said, fuck this, I'm going to start submitting my work, my entire manuscript, and see what happens. And the first press that I sent it to accepted me and is publishing a book. So I can't really say that there's any great sense of, well, of course they are. I just feel like rejection is something that you will always deal with, and even since I mailed back the signed book contract, I've gotten rejected for retreat. I've gotten rejected from journals. And it's when you decide to put your work out there, that's just something that's going to happen. And I think that you need to both be confident enough in the work that you're doing to respect it, and also humble enough to understand that everyone else isn't necessarily going to want it or need it when you send it out or when you perform.
It is really, really difficult because most of what I do is storytelling on behalf of myself or on behalf of other people that I have spent copious amounts of time with, and so it becomes this issue of, well, how can you reject what is and is not true to you on that basis, just because what is true to me is true because it's my personal life, and it's true because it's what I have seen and it is what is valid to me, but how are you able to judge that? So it becomes almost a personal strike, and it's really hard to separate those two.
Think of it like this. So it's like we have a goal. There's something we want and we see it. And so we start going towards that, whether I want to win this slam or I want to be an actor, and we go and then we run into something. Maybe it's rejection. And so instead of looking out there, we go like that. We go, oh, what's that? Let me try it out. Oh yeah. And then we say, oh, well, let me see what that's like. And we look at the problem. We take it to our therapists. We start carrying around with us, and pretty soon we think that this is part of us, when we've ultimately forgotten what we really want.
My life, I was born rejected, if you will. So I was born not knowing my father, and so there was that ultimate, like, boom, you've been rejected by this guy. And so I grew up with a father that loved me, that married my mother when I was 3 years old. So I think my story is that's my life, and that's dealing with like that idea of like, there's a person that like did that and that happened and he didn't want me, and like, what am I supposed to do with that? But then the acceptance is seeing this guy come into my life, love me, accept me, be patient with me, speak into me. And so there's this beautiful dichotomy between my life and my art.
I was counting on my acceptance to be handed down by an industry that doesn't care for, it's not about acceptance. Sales is not about acceptance. And so I had my fuck this moment.
Say that again.
Fuck this.
No, sales.
I'll just say fuck.
How many times do you want me to say that?
Sales.
Sales is not about acceptance. And put a ton of effort into the next bunch of records, and into booking shows, and I make my own money, I book my own schedule, and that the acceptance of my work isn't predicated on some crazy formula, but it's predicated on the relationships I develop with people through my art, and over the course of the history of art.
Great, thank you.